You know, the biggest changes in our lives, the ones that really matter, they don't usually arrive with a thunderclap. They tend to walk in quietly, on a totally random afternoon, and ask for a favor you never ever saw coming. This is a story just like that. It's about a performance, a proposition, and the messy, unpredictable truth that was hiding underneath it all.
So that brings us to the real question here. Can a performance, something that starts out as a complete lie, somehow become the most honest love story of all? We're about to dive into what happens when the line between what's fake and what's real just starts to disappear. So first, let's meet Nathan Rivera. This is the guy who's a corporate strategist. He finds his comfort zone in spreadsheets, in silent hotel rooms, in order. For Nathan, relationships are, well, inefficient. They're unpredictable variables in an otherwise perfectly controlled equation. Honestly, he's used to being invisible in a crowd, and he really prefers it that way. And then, one afternoon, that whole equation gets thrown out the window. A woman named Maya walks into the quiet bookstore cafe where he's trying to work. And she has this look in her eye. It's this wild mix of sheer panic and pure determination. She sits right across from him, just rehearsing words in her head before she finally breaks his solitude. And there it is, the line that just shatters the afternoon's quiet. It's such a bold way to start, full of desperation, but also this strange kind of hope. It's a request so completely out of the blue, it immediately yanks Nathan out of his predictable, logical world. So here's the deal she lays out. Maya needs a date, but not just any date. She needs a fake boyfriend for one single night for her cousin's engagement party. The reason? Her ex is going to be there, and she just wants to get through the evening without everyone asking a million questions. She's even offering to pay. But Nathan's reaction, it's not what you'd expect. The strategist in him should have just dismissed this as a total waste of time. But there's something in her expression, this pride that's barely holding back some real heartbreak, and it gets him curious. So he tells her he doesn't want her money. He just has one condition. He wants to know the real reason she's doing this. And just like that, her confidence cracks a little and the truth spills out. See, this isn't really about fooling her family. It's about reclaiming her own story. Her ex moved on, like instantly, and she's just fighting so hard not to look like she's been left behind, still stuck in the past. And Nathan's response? It's not crazy, it's human. So it's a deal, and over the next few weeks, they actually meet up to build their story. They invent how they met, they create these little inside jokes, they trade personal details to make it all sound real. But as they're rehearsing the lie, something totally unexpected starts to happen. The more they practice being a couple, the less it feels like they're acting at all. I mean, these two could not be more different. Maya is an illustrator. She pours her entire soul into her art. And Nathan, the man of pure logic, he finds himself just completely captivated by her passion. For him, it's this powerful reminder that there's a whole world out there beyond optimization and control. A real connection is starting to form in the space between all their made-up stories. But then one night, Maya flips the script on him. She can see there's more to his story, too. So she pushes past that calm, collected exterior and asks him for his truth. Why is he, a total stranger, so invested in helping her? And that's when he finally lets his own guard down. Nathan admits that years ago, he let fear stop him from going to an ex's wedding, and it's a decision he still regrets. He sees a chance here to help someone else avoid making that same mistake. And suddenly, their whole arrangement isn't just about her past anymore. It's about his too. All right, so now it's the night of the party. The stage is set. The roles have been rehearsed. But the feelings? Well, the feelings are no longer part of the script. And Nathan, wow, he plays the part perfectly. He's everything the role requires. Calm, supportive, subtly devoted. When people ask about their story, they deliver their lines. But the laughter that happens between them, the quiet glances across the room, none of that is rehearsed anymore. That's real. And then, the moment they've been preparing for, her ex walks over. But instead of the tension and anxiety that she was dreading, Maya just feels calm. She doesn't need to act. Standing there next to Nathan, she finds this genuine confidence she didn't know she had. The conversation is short, it's polite, and it's completely free of all the drama she'd been expecting. It's later that night when it really hits her. This whole elaborate plan, it was never about winning or losing. It was about finding closure. She sees it so clearly now. The end of her last relationship wasn't a failure. It was a necessary step forward. It was just growth. Nathan hears this. He sees this incredible change in her, and he asks this quiet, simple question. With the ghost of her past finally gone, he gently shifts the focus to their present. He's not playing a part anymore. This question is all him. And Maya's answer, it's perfect. It's not some big declaration or a promise. It's just an invitation. An invitation to find out what this thing they've built, this strange and unexpected connection, what it could actually be if they just let it be real. Okay, so let's fast forward a few months. We see Nathan standing in the middle of Maya's art gallery opening. He's watching her, not as an actor in a scene, but as the man who loves her. She is radiant, she's confident, and she's completely in her element. The pretense is long gone, and it's been replaced by a real, genuine partnership. So the guy who lived his whole life by logic and control, he looks at Maya, at this vibrant, beautiful life they're building together, and he says with a smile that the most illogical, inefficient, and seemingly fake decision of his entire life turned out to be the absolute best one. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Maybe honesty in love isn't about having some perfect storybook beginning. Maybe true honesty is found in that moment when two people decide to stop performing for the world and instead just choose to be vulnerable and completely real with each other.